Hey guys, welcome to yet another Battleblood commentary. This time we've actually got a pretty interesting video to show you because there's actually one player here, Tristan Winterbreeze to be more specific, that we start meeting almost regularly. I know there's about 4 matches we've had with him in ranked, and basically he's been kind of bonding with us a little bit. He's been talking to us, and he really appreciates the way and that we that Perfect Catch plays. And so he started trying to adapt some of that. He's looking for teammates right now. But the thing is, I haven't seen him on for a while. So if anyone has any information out there on what happened to Tristan Winterbreeze, please let us know. I heard last that his account was hacked or so. And if that's the case, then we would definitely like to find a way to contact him and find out exactly what had happened, to make sure that others aren't going to fall for that or whatever had happened or afflicted him. So anyways, we're starting off with a pretty defensive front. We can see that they're already putting all their shields on top of their light player. So again, pretty much standard play. And this time we're actually spreading all our shields around, as you can see, one for each of us. And we've actually started some new pigs up, so it's like my pig 2.0. And this time it has Pierce Train to help remove any kind of shields. Usually ice would be on the end of one of those dual shields, so I already went ahead and got rid of those. Plus this will help get rid of towers of any sort. Meanwhile, Cassandra is gonna go ahead and empower these guys. Excuse me. These guys have already placed up a bunch of blades on top of the first player, so Ronan's going to go ahead and try to shut down their damage even further, stack onto that plague right there with that Nova. Cass is going to empower to build up her pips and be ready to Earthquake if they be ready to hit next. If anything, we're going to try to knock out one of these players. Meanwhile, I'm going to throw my Frost Giant out, make sure that they're stunned completely, because none of them have any stun protection. So went ahead and did that before these guys stunned us, or weakened us, or hit altogether. So gonna take them down as fast as we can. And also because the life player Anna did lose her ice shield, that was a open window for me to take. It'd be unwise for me to not take advantage of that open window, because her teammates may just replace that ice shield afterwards, so there's no guarantee whether or not I'll have it or not. So here we go, gonna put some initial damage into them and try to take out that player at the front with so many blades. Try to take out all those blades off of Rowan right there. So Cassandra can hit, Fallon can hit, but they do have Rowan protected very nicely with that storm shield right there. So awesome play by second turn. Meanwhile, Cassandra is gonna go ahead and get rid of the storm shield on the life player here. Let's see if those are stacked or not. I think they're both stacked. Yes, they're both stacked. So taking 2 out with 1, these players aren't expecting. Oh snap! They got rid of our our storm shields off the life player. So gonna strike really hard into them. As you can see, they're gonna have some life left, but it's gonna force their life player to be more defensive and be wary about her pips at this point. She's gonna have to use it sooner than she thought, I believe. So let's see yep, she's going to cast that meteor, get rid of those stacked weaknesses. Still doing about a pretty decent number of damage to each of us there, except for those with shield on. Meanwhile, let's see what Anna does. She is going to go for a self heal, so really nice use of pips. She's ready to rebirth in any case. So really good reaction actually from Anna there. I don't know if she really expected for both of their stun shields to go down, or her storm shield to go down, but that Pixie came at the right time. She's not going to be knocked out if we plan to triple hit this turn. But her allies Ronan Rowan and Wolf Legendhammer are excuse me, are definitely wide open for some attacks. Same with Tristan here. But to make sure that we're not surprised and whatnot, we're going to go ahead and recover from what little damage she put the fire player placed into us with that meteor. And Ronan's going to make sure he can't get surprised again, going to replay that conviction. I'm going to go ahead and dispel a life player here. Making sure she can't... and then Fallon did a nice infection play, so if Rowan had played a cleanse to remove any potential life dispels, we went ahead and blocked that with the infection. So that in a way forced Anna to play into that. And let's see if she went for a group heal or if it's just a satyr that she throws out towards Rowan. Tristan's going to go ahead and get rid of those stacked weaknesses, so again, some defensive play. And Anna played a small card, it seems, like a fairy, I suppose, for one of her allies. So she's doing a really great job with Pip's conservation, putting us on a major offensive, defensive type of play. So now we're going to lose our convictions. Ronan's going to... he's noticed that one of their ice players has 2 ice blades up, so we're going to go ahead and beguile him and basically force him to hit his allies or prevent him from being healed if they manage to break through it. So meanwhile, another life dispel from Cass right onto the life player. Let's see what Fallon does at this point. See if she manages to block this off or not. And no, she's actually going to disarm him in case Beguile... in case they don't play into Beguile, he will lose 1 blade at least. So, if he didn't play it, and he got first turn the next round, then he would be able to strike us before it is our turn. So, trying to reduce as much danger as possible. And see that he passes, so he can hit at this point. We cannot use any single attacks or area spells that would affect Wolf unless it was a heal. So he's untouchable right now. But if he hits, he's going to hit his allies, and if his allies hit, they're going to hit him. So as you can see, he's going to further blade himself up, replace that blade that was taken out by Fallon. And as you can see, Ronan's using the Plague. It did not affect Wolf. That area spell did not touch him. So again, if you didn't see the last video for a good explanation on how Beguile works, basically the arrow has to touch him twice before any spells that are area affected actually count. So Tristan would not hit his ally if he used an AoE spell, because Wolf would have gone before Tristan, and therefore the arrow would have pointed to Wolf a second time before Tristan hits. Meanwhile, as you can see, the dragon does affect Wolf right there because the arrow has only touched him once so far after a Beguile. Once it touches for the second time, any spell that he plays at that round is going to be A-OK if it's area. He still can't play any single target spells like Satyr or Shield for his allies, but he can any area spells he plays, he can definitely take advantage of. So Beguile is definitely a double-edged sword, whether you use it from first or second. And there are a lot of tactical plays you can get with that, a lot of advanced plays, and to be honest, not a lot of players know how Beguile works exactly quite yet. So you can go ahead and take advantage, if you watch these videos, take advantage of that knowledge and apply it to some of your games. Try a little hands-on experience before you go out and try it out in ranked or so. Maybe you want to try it at a battle ring at someone's house, like a Celestial Observatory or Massive Fantasy Palace. That's a great way of finding out, figuring out what strategies and how certain spells work. So meanwhile, Anna's playing a really nice counteractive move right there, dispelling Cassandra, making sure she cannot dispel her, and Fallon's going to go ahead and melt the player with 2 ice blades right now. He hasn't hit yet. He could have hit last round to strike us, but I guess he didn't know that. And Tristan, same with Tristan, but Tristan went ahead and placed up like a vengeance, so he's going for critical right here. So we need to throw out some damage right now. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and just take out the blades as well. So Cassandra getting a bladed earthquake right here, getting rid of those blades, stun shields, and basically weaken any kind of damage off of Wolf right there. And then Tristan's going to get his plague removed, but that's okay. I mean, it's a regular attack. At least Wolf is not double bladed, and that's what we wanted to take out. And we also wanted to set up either Fallon or I for a stun spell, a potential surprise move on their part. So now they're vulnerable to stuns of any sort, and I have enough pips to use a Frost Giant, and the Frost Giant does come out, so we're going to stop them in their tracks as well. Prevent the life player from healing, having her believe that, oh, since I played the life dispel, it'll be okay to heal my allies now. But nope, we're going to take advantage of that. Bladed Frost Giant. This is not gargantuan. But now we've got them all stunned. They should have played more convictions up to make sure that, you know, surprise moves like the earthquake stun combo isn't that they're not vulnerable to that. Anyways, they're doing that good boy, good girl thing with their pets, and it's just kind of it's a small inducer at this point. We've seen it around a couple of times. We're like, oh, okay, they do that too. Oh well. Do they know it doesn't work? Well, either way, I guess they're being polite to their pets, so I'm all for it. Let's see. Fallon's getting the sprightly shuriken effect right here. Same with Wolf right there. He's got a lot of heal over time, as you can see. And most of the time, Cassandra Dragonheart likes to say, like, come on, woman, whose turn is it? Whenever Fallon gets so many sprightlies in a row. But you know what? Better for our Storm player right here. So anyways, they're all stunned. They're going to have a melt on top, so they cannot strike right away unless Tristan hits. And now they're open to any attacks. Except, notice that the rest of our team on Perfect Catch right here, we don't have enough pips to really do a massive combo effect of any sort. Maybe a Sandstorm, Gargantuan, Tempest, and we have to find a way to dispel Anna or prevent her from healing. So, but Cassandra won't be able to do that unless Ronan plays a cleanse on her. She plays an entangle, and then I can block that. I can prevent Rowan from cleansing Anna's entangle off with the smokescreen block. But looks like Cassandra's going to go ahead and use cleanse to remove the entangle off of herself. And Ronan's doing a really nice job keeping his conviction bubble up. He hasn't received one stun shield just yet, but he's still like. Stuns aren't guaranteed to be placed on him, so he's in a way unstoppable. I mean, I think we'll just coin it when someone is able to keep their conviction bubble up at all times, that they're doing an unstoppable move. I mean, it's not guaranteed. Sometimes stuns do go through convictions, but you know, since it's not guaranteed, the enemy can't really rely on stopping a team with just one stun hit. They might need more than one in any case, and even more than one stun may not help. It's all about how the dice lands or how the dice rolls. I don't know. I don't use that expression too often, obviously. But anyways, Anna doing a really nice job in conserving her pips. She's ready for a rebirth or emergency rebirth at any time, playing her pips very carefully in case one of us does dispel her, and keep making sure her allies are alive and all right. So anyways, Wolf right there trying to get rid of the he does get rid of the melt and the smoke screen at the same time. So when you see a smoke screen on top of a dispel, go ahead and try to get rid of both by playing a spell of that of the same school as the dispel. So meanwhile, I'm going to build up pips right here. Ronan's getting close to using another Nova next turn, and we don't want Anna throwing out any heals, but nope, we're going to go ahead and wait until they actually need to rely on massive group heals. In a way, shut down our pips. So here we go, and this is from the intro, I believe. So Ronan's going to toss me a donate instead, and I'm going to go ahead and basically keep these guys stunned, because Fallon does have a balance blade of some sort. I think it's a regular balance blade. No, it's the It's a Blade Storm, it looks like, and a Storm Blade. So she's going to go ahead and amp up her damage even more. And these guys are way open to that right now. So giving them or with the 4 stun shields up, none of them having conviction just yet. If they don't play it this round, they are in for a big surprise. And from the intro, you can see that we are going to Earthquake next round. Michelle's or Fallon playing dual shield on top of Ronan, making sure he's safe. She's already got 1 ice shield up if these guys decide to strike. Now they can stun us this round, but look, they're doing a nice job putting up those shields on top of Anna. Let's see what she plays. She's going to play even more shields, so we know, okay, we're going to have to Earthquake then. Let's see what this player's playing. He's going to play a Blizzard, not a Frost Giant, I'm surprised. So maybe just getting rid of the Ice Shields for the last player. Let's see what the last player plays. Maybe he's got a Bladed Attack, and he's going to add even more blades. So Tristan going towards the almost the blade stack route. He could have stopped 2 of us at this point, especially with Fallon with 2 blades and enough pips at this turn for a Storm Lord. So I don't know if they expected that or realized that, but Tristan still has that. I think a Vengeance bubble up, so he's going for a massive strong hit. Who knows who will place that ice bubble up. So here we go. Rowan's going to push down that player with the most blades down a little bit further, just in case one of us misses. So anyways, I managed to get my Earthquake off, so that's going to rip down the Stun Shield, Storm Shield, and those blades. So we're going to keep these players from moving once again, but not in a chain-like fashion. At least they are able to play other spells, and definitely I think if this team could replay this match, they would have carried or used a lot more conviction. So anyway, it was a critical coming off from Fallon's Stormlord right there, about 19 and then Anna right there, not able to block. She doesn't have the Life Force Sword. And she has arena gear on, so no block right there, taking her out instantly. All those pips, all those unused pips, and now Tristan is even in more danger. Rowan's down to the red zone, and Wolf is the highest health player at this point right now. They're all stunned, and Cassandra has enough pips, I think, for a for Forest Lord. I have a Blizzard in hand. I'm ready to slam this into them and try to tip any other players over. We don't know if they have any rebirth amulets on them, but we're going to assume that they don't. Fallon's going to follow up with a Tempest as well, most likely Gargantuan. So here we go, a triple attack. Ronan doing a really nice job keeping the other side, keeping the other side's damage very low with that plague right there. So Forest Lord is going to take out Rowan right here, so she's not going to be able to throw any heals to her allies. Let's see. It's going to strike Wolf for 500 and take out Tristan right there. So now Wolf is the last one standing. With full pips, if he has a rebirth amulet, he may save his teammates. I don't think we're going to take him out unless Fallon criticals and he doesn't block at all. So let's see what he plays. He might even play a Satyr to one of his allies, most likely Anna, to make sure she can like spam fairies out to her other allies or to herself and keep herself up. And a Fizzle, so no guaranteed kill there, but here we go. Wolf doing a nice job throwing the Satyr over to life player Anna. Gonna bring her back for 1400. Oh boy, now she can throw out fairies or pixies and whatnot, and he can stun us at this point. Ronan's going to lose his conviction bubble, so he can be stunned. So Cassandra's going to go ahead and make sure Anna isn't going to heal anyone else. Maybe Wolf can throw out his pips, not for an attack, but for a heal. But he has 2 different options, as I mentioned. He can play that Frost Giant, or at least choose to play that Frost Giant to try to stop 3 of us, or heal another player. So meanwhile, Fallon's going to protect Cass even more, and yes, it looks like Wolf is trying to stun us, try to give Anna some breathing room, so that melt definitely took that away. Let's see. So again, carry a lot of cleanses for any future matches, especially when we have these the amulets coming. or at least they're already here right now. And winter test spells will be in the future. Will be coming very soon in the future. You're going to need definitely cleanses, especially with balanced players and their triple dispels, with elemental dispel and spiritual dispel for about 5 pips. But that puts up 3 dispels on top of players. So you can block off cleanses. You can block off shields of some sort, or you can block off empowers, earthquakes, healing spells. In just one turn altogether. So narrowing options even further. So anyways, Anna having throw out her pips, bring up her allies as soon as possible with that unicorn. I went ahead and empowered, so I'm ready to strike. Fallon was waiting patiently, holding on to her pips. We're gonna stun every player right now except for Wolf, and take down those players once again. So again, pushing these guys into a little corner, kind of like when you're playing chess and or checkers, and you're trying to siege them until they can't react anymore. So this is what we're doing. We're actually trying to push all their pieces into a corner. Fallon criticals again. She doesn't have any. She doesn't have critical gear. She just has a greater critical boost, and so that's going to take out Rowan, do huge amounts of damage to Anna there with fewer block than her teammates. So we're going to take those guys out, regardless of a unicorn. She's got her stun shield back. She's ready. She's not able to react at this round. There's going to be fewer shields placed on the other two, or onto Anna right there. She's stunned. Wolf is the only one who can shield, and so there he goes. But that storm shield was too late. I'm ready to hit right now and just take out the rest of them at this point. Anna's down to about 137 life, I believe, and Wolf up to 252. And anyways, we're gonna we're gonna do the a little parody of what they're doing. So when my frost giant comes out, I'm gonna say good boy or so. So finally, Frost Giant taking out last player, Wolf Spellhammer. And yeah, just saying, hey, don't think your pets too much. We'll think our spells and think our wizards. So GG to those guys. This is not the first time you'll see Tristan. You're going to see him 3 more times. And you're going to see his playstyle basically change over some time. And it's going to be pretty exciting in each of those matches. And they're getting better and better. So thanks again for checking out this video. Hopefully you learned a lot about Beguile, about different playstyles, and defensively carry a lot of convictions when you're in teams games. You never know when those surprises will happen. And don't always count on your shields or your blades as security blankets. I mean, those can be ripped away easily. So see you guys in the spiral, and GG.